Hello everyone, and I would like to show you a guide about what to do if you have like lots of shards and annoying shards that you cannot quickly sell or destroy, and what mods or what shards you should focus as your armor shards, weapon shards, and your relic shards, of course. And I will speed up my 3 pages of shard sorting out. I am usually sorting shards like in half an hour. It's a really big part of the game, but still fun. And if you don't know which shards you should focus on, it's really annoying to sort things out, because you have literally I don't know 1000 shards maybe in the game, if you count every single shard. Like they can be house campaign, house 1, house 2, and house 7, house 8, and how to deal with them. And this will be first guide, level 0, where I show you what to focus first, common shards, and the specific shards I will show in further guys. So let's start. In helmet we should have worm scarf, mana capsicator. I will make shard list starting from main character of the game. Monk, it's the free character of the game, and it's easiest to start character of the game, and actually it's main DPS even at start, at moderate game, and even it's at higher floors and the end of the game. It's still viable person to deal some damage. And I would like to show you as a main target to focus on, like main shards would be like on monk. So we have worm scarf, mana capsicator, channel on helmet, and bulwark, power gambit, heroic power in chest, and bulwark, power gambit are all for every single hero, and heroic power is class shard only for monk. We can see that it's valid for monk, so we can put it anywhere. And like I told in some comments at my previous videos, why I am using my twink accounts that are on separate laptops and separate Steam accounts, that I use in my twink accounts on Huntress. That's because almost every single hero out of 13 have a specific shard, like monk's hero boost shard, very a big mandatory shard for him, and lots of heroes have their specific shards, and anyways they can put something on their third lowest slot in chest slot, and the only hero that can have jackpot, it's non-battle, non-shard, like just to farm money, AFK, and I can put jackpot only on hunters. All other characters have something better than jackpot. So as our, like we have superconductor, like we saw on our EF, and for now we have heroic boost power in my chest as our monk. Okay, gloves, so pretty same almost on all heroes. It's critical strike, beacon of storm, a very useful storm shard that can make drench plus storm electrocute combo, a self-made electrocute combo on every hero, and especially when you're hitting big bosses, it's very important. And construction, because upgrading without construction will take ages. Like, and in boots we have speed, of course, and I have almost all shards gilded, but I have lots of shards still ungilded, and I will show it after at the end of this video. And we have just for monk crane stance, it's class shard, just for monk, and regeneration. We can put third shard, like any regeneration is not mandatory. And in weapon we have burning strikes, thunder and blow. It's almost absolutely mandatory. Sorry. Almost absolutely mandatory for DPS character, and Thunderstruck is a hyper shard that includes on our Huntress and Eve and Apprentice. We can have charged shot, but Burn Strikes and Thunder Blow are absolutely mandatory, and Thunder and Blow and like Drench Strike, sometimes it can be different. I will make another guide with other, I think, heroes setups, but for now it's monk setup. And Thunderstruck is lightning touch damage and drenching at once. Very useful hyper shard. So let's go and see what shards we can leave. And in our green shards, in our shards for relics, we of course need destruction, deadly strikes. It's absolutely mandatory, and the vampiric empowerment and defense rate. For shards, we should focus on destruction, deadly strikes, vampiric, defense rate, and all other are just for classic shards or something like this. Bulwark, we leave bulwark and cherry shot, sell. Like I'm checking like for a whole row and selling if I don't see anything useful. Money capacitator, okay, we return it. Pumpkinator, you can use Pumpkinator on your barbarian, but on any other hero you don't have slots for it at all. Speed boost. I mainly recommend you to remember your main valid for all shards, like I showed you before: mana capacitator, bulwark, warm scarf, speed boost, and so on. So you first time it's not bad that you sell some. Don't fear to sell some useful shards in future. You will have tons and literally unlimited amount of shards, and they are very annoying. And just focus on your main shards, like I show in this video, and then you can decide and increment more and more shards, and remember more and more shards that you can leave. But you already have like 4 shards and relics and 3.5 like 15 shards in your armor and weapon, so it's like 20 shards. You already need to remember always. The strikes, yeah, good. Almost all shards are usually trash. Oil harpoon, you can leave it. Splody harpoon, I have gilded it. It's okay. And always sort back before selling, because your shards will be stacked and sorted in well order, so you can see chains of different shards and sell them in chains. Fortification, you can leave fortification for your totem. Actually, I just bought back mark target because I sold it as well. Again, I don't worry. So that's it. I'm usually leaving just common shards, and as you can see, I have literally tons of shards like Burning Strikes, Beacon of Storm, Bulwark, Burning Strikes, Channel, Charge Shot, same shards that I showed you just recently on my monk, and I don't. It's not rocket science. You just make tons and tons of shards. For what? You need it for gilding. You are gilding every single hero in your deck should be gilded out. It's my philosophy, but you can choose like 2 or 3, maybe 4 heroes. Of course, you can choose 4 heroes and gear them up and guild them up. And on the rest of your heroes, you can use no armors, no shards, and so on. But I think it's always good way to guild shards. And for example, I am guilding shards and using system. If I have 2 gilded shards, like I have 2 power gambits, I stop finding these shards and selling everything. But as you can see, I have only 2 power gambits. After 25,000 hours spent in this game, I have only 2 power gambits gilded out. So we will spend tons and tons hours in sorting shards. So you will be common with this process. But for now, I just wanted to show you what to focus first. And I have destruction, defense rate, and my fortification, oily harpoon, vampiric, and water element shard, and so on. So that's it. This video is about what shards to use, and I will speed it up. Sort things out, and at the end of the video I wanted to show you that you have shard dust. When you sell tons of shards, I have like 3 pages of different shards, and it's a pain, but you should sell when you sell your unused shards, you have tons of shard dust, and for each 10 unused shard dust, you can buy 1 shard again, and you should do it pretty often, so you can reproduce your shard, your dusts that cannot be sold, by the way. And you can see that I have lots of shards out of my dust, and they will be gathering up, and eats your slots, inventory slots. So you better every time you have a big amount of different shards sorting process, I usually buy shard dust, and that's it. Feel free to leave any comments below if you didn't understand anything. That's how I sort my shards, and focus on just monks setup. Okay.